Hello and welcome to this short tutorial on how to use the 2.5D tile editor package for Unity. What I have for you right here is a basic platformer setup where I have a small capsule shaped character that can move and jump around. So we're going to build a level for it using the tile editor package. So let me first get rid of this level. And I'm going to go to the package and move in a tile editor object, like so. And right away you see at the right you get the control scheme setup. So you simply have to right click into the scene view, down tiles, like so. You can put down large stretches of tiles using 2. And you can also remove stretches of tiles using 3. Okay, so using these tools I can very quickly build a small platformer level for our character. Okay, let me start with this. And as you can see right away, all the colliders are included and the level is functioning right away. Okay, so this is a very basic level. We can make it a little bit prettier by putting in backgrounds. So using the 8 key, I can put down a rectangle of backgrounds, like so. And I'm going to close it in with regular tiles. Now we can add in special background tiles, such as these lights and these windows. And you just make a pretty level like this, and just like before, everything works the way it should. Okay, so right now I'm using the default tiles. If you want to change these, you can go here to the tile editor and activate the tile set which is attached to it. Move this out of the way so you see what you're doing. And I can edit these tiles so that they will change throughout the existing level. For example, say that I want to change this light to be red. I can simply change the tile set here to red. Then go to the tile editor and hit update lights to be red. So I can remove the tile set template, and now I have a level with red lights instead of white. Okay, so just as easily. If you want to have a completely different tile set, you can use one of the tile sets that are included in the package. For example, I can use this castle tile set. I will drag it in right here, deactivate it, and remove the old tile set. And now I can go back to the tile editor and simply hit update all, and now the entire level is made of these castle bricks. There are 2 other tile sets included, the factory tile set, which might be useful for a more science fiction-like theme. So in the same way, I can just insert it, hit update all, and now I'm using the factory tile set. Same way for this grass tile set. So I'm just going to put the tile set in here, get rid of the old one, hide it, hit update all, and now you have this cartoony grass landscape. Of course, each tile set is a little bit different, so sometimes you might have to edit the level a little bit. In this case, I'm going to get rid of these holes here in the walls by adding more backgrounds around the edges. So I'm just going to hit 8 in one corner, 8 in the other. And now there's extra backgrounds here, so you get a solid wall. Okay, so a special feature of this tile editor is that it will continue to work no matter which way you rotate or scale the tiles. So I can, for example, put this level on the side by putting in an angle of 90 degrees. Use that for whichever way I want. And likewise, I can put it back straight. Rotate it 90 degrees that way, and I can even scale the tiles, so I can, for example, make them half as big like so. We'll do it this way. And just like before, I can play around with no problem. Just have to make sure that the character is inside the level. And all the colliders continue to work. And now I have this smaller, more detailed level to play around in. Okay. So, moving on, I will show you an example of a game that I've built using this tile editor. Just a really simple example, which is this roll game. Let's see this. Here we go. So what I've done right here is I've used the default tile set. It's right here. Then I've turned the tile parent on its side by putting in a 90-degree angle and scale the tiles down so that they're all square, like so. So I can just add in more tiles or remove existing tiles as I please. Then I attached a script that allows me to move this level so that I can move the ball by tilting it. Okay, so now that you have an idea of how this tile editor system works, I will show you how you can create a new tile set from scratch. Okay, so I've got another level here, and I want to replace the tiles in this level with the tiles from a custom tile set that I've made. Okay, so I will drag in the model for this custom tile set and make sure that the model is scaled and rotated correctly. Like so. Now I just need to add a tileset script to this object, and since I've given all these tiles their standard names, I can simply hit autofill by name. And now all I need to do is add these two staircase tiles, which are special tiles. So I will drag those in. And now this tile set is ready. So I can go back to the level, delete the default tile set, insert my freshly made tile set, I'll move it in here and hide it. And now I can update, and the level is made of these new tiles. Just one more thing is missing. In this case, there are no colliders attached just yet, so we'll do that very quickly. Simply select all the standard tiles. So we'll select all of these, unselect the staircases. And then we can add box collider component and make sure they all have the right dimensions. Okay, so now those have colliders. Now just the staircases. So in this case we want to have a rotated box collider, so I'm just going to add a new object, call that collider. Add a box collider component, give it the dimensions that I wanted to have. Rotate it by 45 degrees and make sure it's in place, like so. Okay, so in this case the colliders stick out at the ends. This is no problem since we expect there to be other colliders in place, so player will not notice it. He'll simply walk up this ramp and continue his merry way like that. Okay, so let's just copy that collider, move it over to the other staircase, and put it in the right place. Fix the rotation, like so. Okay, so now I've given all of these tiles their colliders. Simply hide it again. Back to the tile editor, hit update all, and there we go. We should have a functioning level. Yep. Okay, I hope you now have enough information to use this package for your own projects. This was Wart Heers, goodbye and good luck.